Hey guys, how is it going? I'm so sorry about that song, by the way. I don't know what that song was, but holy crap. Sounds terrible.
Dragonball Super players.
We're starting round 2 here. I'm sorry, there's an announcement. I'm going to let that go through.
Go missing. If you see any decks lying around in
Okay.
the deck boxes,
All right, guys. So we're here for round number 2 at the ARG Circuit Series at beautiful Hartford, Connecticut. Team Wars. Very exciting. We have 2 very good players here. We have on the left, blue player Pat O'Neill playing his Fuse Zamasu deck. And on the right, we have Jerome Porter playing SS3 Goku, which seems to be, it looks like it's going to be apes. We don't know that for sure yet by off what he just played, but, Planet Vegeta usually is indicative of, an apes deck with SS3, but it's also possible that he's just using it as a tutor. So he's just using the Planet Vegeta just to go get a card, not necessarily to untap apes. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, see what he's doing. Should be a very fun game. See what's going on. Also, guys, just to let you guys know too, I looked for Vinny Silverman and he's not in the tournament. So I know some of you said his deck looked really cool, but I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. So I mean, we didn't get to see it, but we didn't. He's not in the tournament, so maybe he's playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know. All right, yeah. I guess did the mat change? Did we change that? Did we change the mat? All right. Nice, the VIP mat. All right. He should be in Team Fire and Dice. He is definitely playing sooner. Is his name Vinny Silverman? Man, maybe I just didn't. I'll look again, guys. I'm sorry, but we looked at all the pairings because we wanted to get them for you guys. We've been testing the deck for a month. Sounds awesome. All right, Pat's gonna take that double strike. Also, I'm going to fix this camera here, guys. Apparently, it keeps getting resets, and it's going to keep doing my exposure, and I hate it so much because it looks stupid. Got to turn off that auto white balance. All right, there we go, guys. Look a little more clean. All right, so Pat playing his one-cost Goku here for his last turn, going into his second turn here. Again, one-cost Goku, very important here. What Pat's wanting to do is he tries to win with Ultra Instinct Goku. That's essentially his win condition. He's attacking with Zamasu here, 10k into 5k. He's going to combo with that Goku to go up to 15k. Really wanting to kill that Kaba. All right, Pat playing out an objection, going to 3 energy. Playing a Bulma down his energy here. See what he decides to play with that, if he decides anything at all. Might just pass. That's what he's going to do, just passing it. Jerome already awakened. Awakened with the Goku yellow baby Goku card, very powerful. And Kaba, those two together allows him to go from 6 to 4. Dusty, are you going to display their current records? I can do that next round. Guys, but they're both 1-0, guys. They're both 1-0. We're sticking with the top tables as much as we can, guys. So unless something crazy happens, you always expect the players to be undefeated. But I will update their records when I get a chance. Thank you for catching that. I appreciate it. Do not enjoy this guy's life setup. I've seen a couple players play like this, actually. All right, 15k coming in here. Guys, I cannot see the life. I'm sorry. Because of the overlay, I can't see the life at all. So I'm going to have to make a little bit of a guess to how much life Pat is at. It looks like 4. But it is somewhat of a guess here. Does Jerome have Zen? I would guess he does. I mean, it looks like a very aggressive deck, so you're going to be very aggressive. You're going to use your Planet Vegeta to search out your Chain Attack Trunks. You're going to use that Chain Attack Trunks to be able to put into play your powerful Zeno and other cards like Pan, like we just saw here. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be an Apes deck. It's what we've seen. It's going to be a yellow-red, like some people in chat are saying. It's like Danny's deck. right, Pat going to play out that new Goku. Comes to play and taps 2 energy. Very powerful card. Pat doing a good job controlling the board here. All right, Jerome going to untap his leader here, going to his turn. 2 yellow, 3 red. He's going to attack into Goku. Interesting choice here. I guess he's not wanting that evolve to come off, but think about Zamasu. You have to be pretty aggressive against Zamasu. You have to make sure that you make them have to awaken early as possible so you can start attacking their deck. It looks like Pat is going to protect his Goku with a Piccolo here. Actually, somewhat surprised by that. I actually thought he would just let it die. But it looks like maybe that's the only Goku Pat has in hand. A lot of Overwhelm cards, though. So Jerome decides to do here. He might have another chain attack in hand. We'll see. Gohan. Love this card. BCC Gohan. Very powerful card. 15k. When it attacks auto, you can choose to draw a card. If you don't draw a card, he gets double strike. So very unique card. And Pat's actually just going to block this attack. Pat with 5 cards in drop area. Turns on Mass Saiyan Overwhelm. I don't know if he runs that card, but we'll see. I know he has a couple. It looks like he has Fu in hand. So he needs to get the 7 cards in there to draw 2. Another baby Goku going to kill that Gohan. Looks like Pat doesn't have a combo piece or anything for the Goku. It's weird that he decided to put so many resources in protecting the Goku though, with no way to combo off of it. Again, I can't quite see his life. I'm sorry, guys. Would you mind walking over there and having him move his life down? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to have him move his life down a little bit, guys, just so we can see the life. I'm so sorry. And Pat's going to pass. So attacking 15k. All right, so Pat's at 3 life. Okay. Perfect. So 3 life to 3, tied up. Looking good for Zamasu, guys. I want to talk a little bit about Zamasu. I'm so sorry. I've been trying to make sure I got everything right here. So I apologize. I haven't really been doing a good job commentating the match at all. So, yeah. So, it looks perfect. Thank you so much. I'm per se G. Yeah, so Zamasu, what he wants to do is he wants to stall the game out as long as possible. Now, once Zamasu is unique to other leaders because Zamasu awakens at 2 life and not 4 or 6 like the other leaders. And so once he awakens, he no longer takes damage. Instead, the damage he would take is translated to 5 cards off the top of his deck. So if he gets hit for 1, he doesn't take a life. He just mills 5 cards to the top of the deck. So he puts 5 cards from the top of his deck into the drop area. And then after that happens, double strike is 10 cards, triple strike is 15 cards, so on and so forth. So what he wants to do ideally is get to 1 life and then awaken. So Jerome just kind of helped him out a little bit there. Which is a little unfortunate for Jerome. I mean, you usually do not want to do that. Somebody just walked into the side thing and it just messed there. See how it's like the whole thing is messed up now? Yeah, like one of the guys. Sorry about that, guys. People just keep walking into our thing. Like, it's very clear that we have this giant like streaming area, and people just keep walking into the setup, which is very frustrating. Okay, so here Pat's going to attack 15k into 15k Pan. All right, so Jerome's going to let that. All right, sorry guys, we're trying to reset this up. All right, guys, about as good as we can get it right now. I'm so sorry. All right, so again, guys, remember the power of this deck, though. So Pat is now awakened. So now that Pat's awakened, he takes cards off the top of his deck instead of life now, which essentially just buys Pat time. Pat's the main reason why he's playing Zamasu is to just buy time. Right, so here goes 1 cost Goku's gonna come in. Look at the top 7. Choose a Goku. He's gonna get the evolve target here. He actually can go to Ultra Instinct completely right here. He has the ability to just go from this one drop all the way up to Ultra Instinct. See if he chooses to do that. He also runs the 10-drop Fu as well, which is usually his win con. All right, so here's 15K into 15K. We'll see if Jerome decides to block here or anything. I would guess that he probably won't, but we'll see.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Current format players, welcome to round 2. You have 40 minutes. You may begin.
All right, Baby Goku. Kill the chain attack. Attack for 10K with the Baby Goku. I like it. Goes to 15K. Get another card out of Jerome's hand for free. He passes. Let's see what Jerome decides to do here. Has the ability to maybe do a lot of damage to Danny, though. Danny does have a Pat does have a lot of cards in deck still, and has a blocker. Not sure why he didn't UI there. He might just not have it, guys. It's possible he just doesn't have the Ultra Instinct Goku. I don't see it in his hand right now. Though to be fair, I don't have a clear view of his hand, but I don't think he has it. He has Fu, but he doesn't have the UI Goku, I don't think. I think that's why he played the one-drop Goku, was to try to fish that Goku out. Alright, Battering. Not Battering, I'm sorry. Flying Nimbus. Flying Nimbus counters the attack, and then they can only attack with one more battle card. And since he attacked with his leader first, he can only attack with one battle card this turn, which is going to be impossible to kill Pat off of that one battle card. He does have UI, actually. Right there it is. He just shuffled it to the top of his deck. There's UI. Goku. Expect him to play Objection down his energy next turn, and just should be game. It's possible Jerome does have Crusher Ball, and Pat does not have a Battering in hand, so that is something he could be worried about. Okay, so he's going to choose to attack with his Pan, and Pat's going to block. It's important that he blocks and keeps that Goku alive. That Goku is the key to what he's going to use to be able to evolve to Ultra Instinct Goku. Just do a second Ultra Instinct Goku, which means he might actually go for it this turn. Maybe we'll see. Like I said, Crusher Ball is very scary, though. If I'm Pat, that's the card I'm worried about. He doesn't have his Battering to be able to block or stop the Crusher Ball, so he does have Scientist Fu. I'd be really careful of a possible Flying Nimbus from Jerome as well. A lot of cards Pat has to play around here, and he has to figure out which one's the more likely card. Looks like he's just going to go for what appears to be the Fu, the 10-drop Fu. Yep. And when this comes into play, it's very important. Now, when this card comes into play, your opponent can activate skills on any of their cards, except their leader. That's very important. So they can activate Blocker. Blocker is an activated skill, for example. Super combos, for example, are activated skill. It's an auto that has to activate. But your opponent still gets like Double Strike and cards like that, but until the end of their next turn, they lose all of their abilities on cards they play. So even Crusher Ball, for example, is unplayable as well and won't stop anything. Let's see what Pat decides to do. And there's a Crusher Ball. Okay. So it was a good play by Pat. He played around because you don't want to get your Ultra Instinct Crusher Ball. So that's a very good play by Pat. All right, he's attacking him for 15K. Going to draw a card, see what he gets. Gets another Goku Black. Can't see how many cards are in Pat's deck. It looks like he might have like maybe 11, 12 cards in deck. Maybe a couple more than that. Maybe like, I would say no more than 20. So he could actually play this Goku Black next turn, maybe, if he wants to. It just depends on how much damage he takes from Jerome the following turn. All right, Jerome's just going to simply use Bulma to stop the attack. And Pat's attacking for 15k. And Jerome was going to pitch a Kaba. And then Pat's attacking the Pan. So cleared Jerome's board. I like that. Fu effect still into play. Yeah, I can't remember last turn if he had a yellow open or not. I think he maybe still had a yellow open. I think Pat's just trying to play around that Crusher Ball, which is really important. Again, it's the only card that can really beat the Ultra Instinct in Jerome's deck. So I think it's really important that, you know, Pat take his time. I think he's playing the matchup very well. All right, Jerome attacking 15,000 here. And Pat's going to drop the Goku here. Here's Gohan. Remember, his auto doesn't trigger here, so it's just a 15k. Doesn't get to draw a card. He doesn't get double strike, anything like that. All right, so he's just going to Flying Nimbus. Not going to pitch a card, just use it as a negate. And that's Jerome's turn. Pat's surviving another turn. I think what Pat has to figure out here, though, is he going to play around Crusher Ball again? Looks like 11 cards, guys. I try to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like 11 cards. So he can actually Goku. He can Goku Black here if he wants. He'll go to 1 card in deck, but he can Goku Black to put just a tremendous amount of pressure on his opponent, I believe. Either has 10 cards or 11 cards. That number matters because if he has 10 cards, he loses the game if he plays Goku Black. Right, so Jerome's going to Flying Nimbus, but he's not going to ditch a card for it. So Pat's going to go 6. Actually 7. Ultra Instinct Goku. This does have triple strike, guys, and can't be countered. But remember, he doesn't bounce. He doesn't bounce any cards because he is not evolved. He only bounces cards when he's EX evolved. Actually, it's not Goku. Is it? Yeah, it's Ultra Instinct Goku. Okay. Yeah, 7 drop. Wait. Is this 7? Is this 7 drop or is this Baby Goku? The 7 drop can't be countered, right? Huh. I wish I could see the card, because it's just glare, and I think it's a 7-drop Ultra Instinct Goku, but I can't tell. It's possible it's something else, I can't see what it is. But if it's the Ultra Instinct Goku, it can't be countered, I believe, so... Alright, super combo by Pat. Remember, a double strike will kill him. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. Okay, it can be countered. It can't be comboed against. You're right. I'm thinking about the green version. The green version can't be countered. I'm sorry. I apologize. Holy crap, guys. It's early in the morning. Not even noon yet, and I'm already making freaking stupid mistakes. So all Jerome has to do here is just connect with 1 double strike, and it's going to kill Pat's. Because when we saw, I think Pat had 10 cards. I thought it was 11, but I think it's just 10 cards in hand. Jerome with so many counters in hand, too. He had Topo, which is unfortunate, but he also has, I think, 2 more Flying Nimbus in hand. Pat needs to get a Battering Laser bad. Jerome taking his time. Make sure he sequences his turn correctly. He has a lot of energy. 6 energy open. It's pretty scary. All right. So Pat's just going to stop that attack from the Goku. The thing is, though, Pat does have 2 Ultra Instincts. That's something that we know that Jerome doesn't. So next turn, you know, Jerome's going to have 2 counters to stop this. So this is Double Strike. It's currently 45k, Double Strike. I don't think Pat has any way to stop this. I think it's just game. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, like I said, really, I didn't expect Pat to live that turn, unfortunately. But if he did live that turn, it was possible that he can drop double Ultra Instinct. And if he does, maybe be able to pull that game back. Can you go change like this camera just a little bit? Okay. I think it's where the table got moved or whatever. It just. Nope. Guys, we're gonna fix the camera. I'm sorry. I don't know why people keep running into the stand. It's really frustrating because like ARG has a nice setup here. I mean, they have this huge brace. It's like a huge backdrop brace that's set up. I mean, it's very obvious where it is. And so we're gonna fix this player cam here just a little bit. All right. Hopefully that's fixes it a little bit, guys, for you. Guys, sorry, I'm just going to fix this up a little bit so it looks a little bit better. Got to adjust it just a little. Due to the knockage of the table. All right, that looks a little better. Looks a little better. All right, let me go check out questions. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know, guys, at ARG Live in the chat. I'll do my best to answer your questions as soon as possible. UI can't be countered, can't be comboed. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I got this. There's 2 Gokus that came out in the set. One can't be countered, one can't be comboed against. It's my I completely messed up. I thought the UI was the one that can't be countered. I don't know why I thought that. It's just like, I guess it's early in the morning. I didn't get much sleep, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, very terrible insight by me because, I mean, I played that card multiple times. I've actually played Pat's deck on stream for like 2 days, so like I'm very familiar how the deck works. I'm not sure why I made that mistake. Very bad of me. All right, so Jerome won game 1. Get that updated for you guys. I feel like this is actually a pretty decent matchup for Pat. Pat seemed like his game 1 was fine. Like it seemed like he was in control almost the whole game, and he just didn't get a bad ring laser. And Jerome had like all the counters, so like it's possible maybe that like, you know, if he can just make his deck a little bit more defensive and maybe find ways to like add a couple more bad rings in the deck, find ways to get through there, like draw his cards a little faster, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's huge. This format, actually, Luca Dominez brings up a very important thing. In this current format, honestly, just going first is pretty huge. Going first is pretty huge in this current format, so. All right, guys, take a look at our players, getting everything set up. Get ready to go. Here we go. Alrighty. Pat playing that Bulma turn 1, getting to draw a card. Has 2 Gokus in hand, pretty powerful, and objection. Does have a bad ring in hand right now. He did play a bad ring as energy. Only needs 1 bad ring for the whole game. You know, you only need because you only need to stop one counter. You can't counter twice. So like in this game, if you have like 2 counters in your hand, you can't counter and then get battering and then counter again. You can play a counter, so you can like battering and they're battering, but you can't counter and then get battering and then let that resolve and then counter again. You only get 1 timing for the counter. So you know, Pat only needs 1 battering. How's it going, man? Dude, awesome. How you doing?
I got the first one lost because it came at 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I 2-0 right now.
Awesome, dude. Congratulations. Nice seeing you, man. Thanks for stopping by. All right, Jerome getting a pretty decent, pretty bad energy pool here off of Ultra Instinct Goku. He gets a Chain Attack Trunks, which you hate to see that. It's part of your combo. And a Flying Nimbus, which isn't terrible, but not ideal. But you can battering. Yeah, because it keeps opening up counter windows. So yeah, you absolutely can battering. All right, Pat's playing the 1-cost Goku, getting his 5-cost critical Dash Pat Goku, which can evolve for 3 on a Goku. So he can use that to. So there might be a sleeving issue here, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's just a sleeving issue. Possible one of the sleeves teared or. Yeah, okay. All right, so here comes Kaba, which Pat's is going to take. Here comes Kaba number 2, which is going to awaken Jerome here. Jerome doing a very good job awakening both games. Finding ways to quickly awaken, getting a Crusher Ball off of that. Which is something that Jerome can do, though. And maybe a reason why Pat should have thought about keeping 2 bad rings. It is possible that he can Crusher Ball into play the UI and then counter the attack. So that is one way that he can do both. So pretty good hand setup by Jerome here. Jerome at 4 life. Again, Pat, we're not 100% sure his life here. Looks to be 4. I actually think our boy G over here is actually going to update the overlay. Is that what you're working on over there? Yeah, make it a little bit smaller, a little bit less intrusive. So we can see that life a little bit better. Where's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Live event? Good question. You can see the Yu-Gi-Oh! Live event on the ARG Circuit Series Facebook page. They're being streamed on Facebook there. You guys can go there, check that out. And also, all your favorite games are being streamed in there, guys. Not just Dragon Ball. You can watch another Dragon Ball match, which I think John Tata is playing on that match, which he's playing Mira versus something else. I didn't get a chance to see what he's playing against. You can also go check out Yu-Gi-Oh! You can go check out Force of Will and any other game that's currently being played at the Circuit Series. Pat thinking about attacking here. Interesting. Maybe just putting pressure on this Kaba. Yeah, attacking 5K to 5K. Going to 10K. Jerome's going to protect it here. Interesting. If I'm Jerome, I'm not sure if I want to go to 3 life against Pat's deck. I mean, he does have Crusher Ball and Nimbus in hand, so obviously I feel like he's in a, he feels like he's in a good spot against Ultra Instinct Goku. But either way, it's very scary. Very, very scary. Alright guys, sorry, it looks like we're having a little bit of issues here with the stream. Okay, looks like we're back up. Alright guys, sorry about that. Looks like we had a little bit of the internet kind of messed up a little bit here at the convention center, but looks like we're back up and live here.
Yu-Gi-Oh! New format players. Your pairings for round 2 have been posted. Yu-Gi-Oh! New format
Yes,
players.
313 Gamer saying that John Tatamira versus Chris Rodriguez SS3 Goku Apes is on the match here on Facebook. And guys, remember that is ARG Circuit Series Facebook group. All right, there's the one-drop Goku for the Ultra Instinct Goku. So now Jerome knows that Pat does have the combo. Oh, I know, right? Man, and people, I'll tell you what, though, people keep, G has done a fantastic job securing all of our equipment over here. Because in 2 rounds, people have already walked into it 4 times. So the fact that nothing has messed up other than like the player cams freezing a little bit is actually insane to me. So as many times as it's been knocked and shook around already. All right, Pat playing out his baby Goku. If it's frozen, guys, you might have to restart the stream, like just refresh. But everything should be fine. Hey, man, how's it going? What was it? What about it? Like, do I have copies of it?
Yeah, somebody stole my deck. Somebody stole my whole deck. I just got round 2 lost.
Oh my gosh.
After going 2-0 last round, I was going to whoop this guy.
Attention Dragonball Super players.
I don't have any cards with me, unfortunately, but I can see what I can do.
Make sure you fill out the results, whether you won 2-1, 2-0. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Chase Windu with the stories in chat. Hey, man, what's up? Thank you so much for being here, man. Nice to see you again, sir. Right now, we're showing no drop frames, guys. Everything seems to be going fine. I just noticed the one was backward as well. Thank you, guys. Good eyes there. I'm not sure why it's backwards. But I will fix it. I will fix it after this. The one is backwards. But I'll fix it. All right, so here's 15K into our leader here. We actually can't see. Footless Runner says, Dusty, what's up, man? You doing Otakon regional? I actually don't know what that is, to be honest with you, man. I don't know what it is. Is that the one in Canada? Ursa Bale, hey, Dusty, if we get a big enough event in the UK, would you fly over to commentate it? Absolutely. Yeah, I'll come over and commentate for you guys. Love to. It doesn't have a spot yet, but like I said, G, the ARG media director, is actually working on a new little updated overlay for you guys that we're going to use to fix some of the issues with this one. So the problem was we had everything set up really nice, like you could see the life and see the leader and everything was fine, and then somebody they walked into it and like shook it, and like it shifted the camera over and stuff, and so it looks intrusive right now, but it wasn't like that the first rounds. It's just that the whole camera got shifted. So we're going to have to fix that in between rounds. Unfortunately, we don't want to interrupt the players or anything like that. So we'll just do our best to commentate through what's happening now and then fix it for the next rounds. So I apologize, like I said. All right, Pat's going to play out the Goku Black here. He is awakened. We do know that. Oh, is Jerome going to Crusher Ball this? He did. I can't see Jerome's hand, but I think he only had one Crusher Ball. Okay, Pat's still going to untap his energy, though. He's still going to allow that to happen. So here's Scientist Fu. Draw Ultra Instinct. Draw Flying Nimbus. All right, so here's Double Strike, 25K. And Jerome is going to counter with that with Topo here. If Pat wanted, he could Battering Laser that. It actually kills the Topo. Wouldn't be a terrible play. Pat charging another Battering Laser. I actually think he has any more Battering Lasers in hand. This is very interesting to me. I can't see. Okay, here's Baby Goku. Going to kill the Jiren, probably. Yep. All right, attacks 10K into the Kaba. Cool thing is this is a completely free attack. This Goku readies at the end of the turn, so really neat. I love to see that card being utilized that way. Okay, Pat seems to be in a pretty decent position. I can't quite see how many cards are in his deck. Again, have to make an estimate. I think he can probably take at least a couple, like maybe a double strike hit and a regular hit. All right, so here's 20K. I think he attacked it into the Goku Black, but I'm not sure. I didn't see his indication here. All right, he pitches Piccolo to protect. It was actually on the leader, so it's 20K on his leader. No, it was. It had to be on Goku Black. It had to be on Goku Black because it's 20K and 20K. It has to be. So here's Chain Attack. Would he get Pan? I wonder if he'll play Pan here or he might play Gohan. I couldn't imagine he's going to Zeno. I don't think he is going to actually Zeno here. Interesting. Shuffling his hand back seems it's a huge net loss here. That can't be the right play, right? He loses a lot of cards. I think he actually had Crusher Ball and Nimbus in hand, which, like I said, is 2 ways to counter UI, which is important because you get around Battering Laser that way. Pat's still 2 turns away from like being able to really win with Ultra Instinct. I mean, he can play Ultra Instinct next turn, but he taps himself out, so he has to wait until turn 8 to play him. Okay, so 15K into 15K here. Yeah, of course it depends on the hand, but I mean, I said we could kind of see Jerome's hand, and he had, like I said, Flying Nimbus and Crusher Ball, which completely locks Pat out of being able to play Ultra Instinct Goku. He just can't play it. Like, if he plays it, he can Crusher Ball, which forces battering, and then he's tapped out after that and can't stop the second one. He can't stop the attack, the Flying Nimbus attack. So I'll be very, like, to me, that's the only card that can get Pat back into this game is Ultra Instinct. Okay, he has to use one Ultra Instinct. I think he has two, though. All right, Scientist 2 coming down here. Let's see what happens here. Tax for 25K. I think Pat's probably just going to take this. Yeah, let's say Pat just takes it. It's possible Jerome might have another Kava here, maybe? No, he's just passing. He's tapping his energy now. 3-6. So he's going to go up to 7 here. He has Fu. He did draw Fu, guys. Fu is a card that could get him back in this game. Fu does have double strike, so he could double strike with Fu and single strike with Leader. I'm not sure if Pat can live if he passes, though. He's counting. He can't play the Goku Black. There's Ultra Instinct. He's just going to play it out. It doesn't bounce. It doesn't bounce. It just, here he goes. That's game. There is game 2-0. Pat, I like that play by Pat because I don't think Pat can survive the next turn. And so Pat just has to hope that the Zeno put him in a situation where he didn't get a counter in hand, which can happen. You know, it's very possible that could have happened. So very smart play by Pat. Unfortunately, you know, his gamble didn't pay off. You know, he didn't. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. Unfortunately, his gamble didn't pay off, and he did have the counter. But I think it's really important to realize that I think that was like Jerome's game to kind of throw right there. I still really dislike the Zeno. I think with the ability to have Crusher Ball and a negate in hand, he didn't have the Zeno. I think he could have like played out like a Pan or a Gohan and just put more pressure on Pat. You know, it's possible I'm very wrong. I mean, obviously I don't have very much experience in this matchup, but yeah, it seems like it was probably a little ambitious to Zeno there.
In fact, they should be ready.
Hey guys, if you have any questions, let me know at KitchToeMat in the chats. I'm sorry, not KitchToeMat. Don't do that. At ARG Live in the chats, and I'll do my best to answer your question as soon as possible. I'm going to give you guys about a couple minutes here while we get everything set up, and then we're going to make some adjustments to the stream while we're going into round 3. You have some pretty cool stuff for you guys.
I hope, hopefully.
All right, guys. I'm not seeing any questions in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and play a couple commercials, guys, and then pop it over, get ready for round 3. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, check out our amazing sponsors at Deck Protection and Gamer Inc. Guys, go check them out. Also, guys, don't forget to go to the ARG Circuit Series Facebook group to see another game. You can watch another Dragonball Super game. Right now, it was John Tata versus I think Alexander playing Mira versus Apes. Really cool matchup. You can also check out Yu-Gi-Oh! And Force of Will as well. So go check those streams out, guys. We just hit time in the round, so it won't be very much longer. Check you guys out very, very soon. See you guys.